In the heart of the Kremlin, amidst the opulent halls and the echo of historic decisions, Russian President Vladimir Putin and Defense Minister Andrei Belousov convened for a significant meeting of the Defense Ministry Board on December 16th. This gathering was not just another routine assembly, it was a pivotal moment in Russia's military strategy, with Belousov highlighting 42 critical tasks, one of which was securing victory in the ongoing military operation in Ukraine. The atmosphere was charged with determination as leaders discussed the future of their military endeavors. Putin, with his characteristic gravitas, declared a turning point in the Special Military Operation (SVO) zone, asserting that Russia had seized the initiative on the contact line. The year 2024 marked a significant shift as 189 settlements fell under the control of the Russian army, a testament to the escalating intensity of the conflict. This strategic advancement was more than just a military maneuver. It signaled a deeper entrenchment of Russian influence in the region. The audience, both in the room and beyond, was directed to follow these developments closely through various channels, including their Telegram platform. The momentum was palpable, with over 430,000 Russians signing contracts with the armed forces since the beginning of 2024. This surge in enlistment swelled the ranks of the Russian army to 1.5 million, a robust force prepared for the challenges ahead. Each day, more than 1,000 individuals voluntarily joined the ranks, driven by patriotism and a sense of duty, a flow that showed no signs of abating. The narrative of voluntary service was underscored, painting a picture of a nation united in its military ambitions. Yet amidst this fervor, questions lingered about the ethical implications and the personal stories of those involved. Putin's rhetoric took a sharp turn when addressing the actions of the Ukrainian armed forces in the Kursk region. He described their invasion as an adventure devoid of logic and deemed it a crime against the peoples of Russia. This narrative of victimization and aggression painted a complex picture of the conflict, with Russia positioning itself as both a powerful force and a nation under siege. In the technological arena, Russia had made significant strides, delivering thousands of drones to its troops daily. This marked a departure from the early struggles in the operation, yet emphasized the relentless need to boost production further. The discussion of defense spending revealed a tightrope walk. The expenditures had reached 6.3%, a figure that could not be infinitely increased without economic repercussions. Putin candidly acknowledged this limitation, a rare admission of vulnerability in the otherwise bullish discourse. Turning his attention to international dynamics, Putin criticized the United States for perpetuating the mythical Russian threat, while simultaneously dispatching mercenaries and military advisors to Ukraine. This accusation of hypocrisy underscored the escalating tensions between the two superpowers, with Russia nearing a red line beyond which it could no longer retreat. The presence of NATO forces near Russian borders was an escalating concern, especially with American troop numbers in Europe surpassing 100,000. The specter of a new arms race loomed as Putin warned of lifting voluntary restrictions on medium and short-range missiles if the U.S. proceeded with deployment. As the narrative unfolded, Defense Minister Belousov presented a stark assessment of the conflict's toll on Ukraine. The losses of the Ukrainian armed forces were staggering, with nearly 1 million casualties since the operation's inception and over 58,000 units of weapons and equipment destroyed in 2024 alone, including 18,000 of foreign manufacture. The Russian military's territorial gains were considerable, with over 4,000 square kilometers captured. Yet this was counterbalanced by the grim reality of ongoing conflict and the human cost involved. The Ukrainian military retained control over less than 1% of the LPR and 25–30% of the DPR, Zaporizhia, and Kherson regions. The pace of the Russian advance was approximately 30 square kilometers per day, a statistic that encapsulated both the relentless push and the grinding nature of the conflict. In 2024, the Russian army was tasked with executing objectives set by President Vladimir Putin amid what was described as a tough confrontation with the West, a situation that continued to intensify and escalate. The specter of a possible military conflict with NATO and Europe within the next decade loomed large, casting a shadow over strategic planning and military readiness. It was imperative for the Russian Defense Ministry to be prepared for any scenario, demonstrating both foresight and adaptability in the face of geopolitical shifts. In response to these challenges, September 2024 saw an increase in monetary rewards for participation in hostilities by 1.5 times. However, this move was marred by numerous complaints regarding the completeness and timeliness of these payments. Addressing these issues with urgency became a priority, as financial incentives played a crucial role in maintaining morale and commitment among the troops. The geopolitical chessboard was in constant flux, with NATO expansion near Russia's borders necessitating a recalibration of military strategy. The formation of the Moscow and Leningrad military districts became a focal point, symbolizing Russia's resolve to bolster its defenses against perceived threats. These strategic moves were part of a broader effort to repel NATO threats, requiring innovative solutions, including new approaches to state armament programs. The creation of an integrated information environment for tactical decision-making emerged as a critical component of this strategy, enhancing operational efficiency and responsiveness. Looking ahead, by the third quarter of 2025, a new branch of the armed forces was anticipated to emerge: the troops of unmanned systems. This development underscored the growing importance of technology and automation in modern warfare, heralding a new era in military operations. The successful implementation of an air defense system around Moscow served as a blueprint for similar systems in other regions, reflecting a proactive approach to national security. Efforts to develop a robust system for locating missing military personnel and supporting their families were underway, with a mechanism for payments to children of missing persons already dispatched to the government. This initiative highlighted a commitment to addressing the human dimension of military service, acknowledging the sacrifices made by service members and their families. Housing emerged as a pressing concern, with over 48,000 military personnel still on the waiting list for apartments and subsidies. Increasing the availability of permanent housing and ensuring a sustainable reduction in the queue for housing subsidies became critical objectives. These efforts were aimed at improving the quality of life for service members and their families, reinforcing the social contract between the state and its military. The optimization of military medical commissions was also prioritized, with an emphasis on compliance with deadlines and the quality of decisions made, particularly in differentiating payments for injuries. This focus on medical and welfare issues underscored the holistic approach to military reform, recognizing the interconnection between operational readiness and personnel well-being. The property complex of the Ministry of Defense was earmarked for a comprehensive overhaul, involving an inventory and the creation of a single integrated register and digital platform for the ministry's real estate, complete with digital passports of objects. This initiative was part of a broader effort to modernize and streamline administrative processes, enhancing transparency and efficiency within the defense sector. As these various strands of military reform and strategic planning intertwined, the narrative of Russia's military posture took shape, reflecting a blend of ambition, pragmatism, and adaptability. In this intricate tapestry of military strategy and geopolitical maneuvering, a question lingered. How would these developments shape the future of international relations and the balance of power? Would the measures outlined lead to greater stability, or would they merely fuel further tensions in an already volatile landscape? As the world watched these events unfold, the stakes could not have been higher, inviting reflection and engagement from audiences worldwide. If this exploration of military strategy and geopolitical dynamics resonates with you, consider subscribing and joining the conversation as we navigate these complex and rapidly evolving issues. As the intricacies of Russia's military strategy continued to unfold, the broader implications for global security and diplomatic relations became increasingly apparent. The narrative was not just about military might and territorial gains. It was about navigating a complex web of alliances, rivalries, and strategic interests that defined the contemporary geopolitical landscape. The Russian leadership, with its focus on both military and diplomatic arenas, was keenly aware of the delicate balance required to maintain influence while avoiding direct confrontation with Western powers. The potential for a military conflict with NATO and Europe served as a stark reminder of the high stakes involved. This possibility necessitated a comprehensive approach to defense planning, one that combined traditional military tactics with cutting-edge technological advancements. The anticipated introduction of the troops of unmanned systems signaled a shift towards embracing the future of warfare, where drones and automated systems would play a pivotal role in both offensive and defensive operations. This move towards automation was not just a strategic necessity, but also a reflection of the changing face of warfare in the 21st century. In parallel, the development of integrated air defense systems, modeled after the successful implementation around Moscow, highlighted the emphasis on protecting critical infrastructure and population centers from potential threats. These systems were a testament to the defensive priorities of the Russian military, aiming to create a robust shield against any form of aerial aggression. The strategic placement of these defenses was carefully calculated, taking into account both current and potential future threats, and underscoring the proactive stance adopted by the Russian military establishment. On the home front, the focus on improving the welfare of military personnel and their families was a crucial aspect of the broader military reform agenda. Housing and healthcare emerged as key areas of concern, with concerted efforts to address long-standing issues related to accommodation and medical support. The emphasis on optimizing military medical commissions and ensuring timely and adequate compensation for injuries reflected a commitment to enhancing the quality of life for service members. This holistic approach was designed to foster a sense of loyalty and dedication among the ranks, ensuring that personnel felt valued and supported both during and after their service. The creation of a comprehensive digital platform for the Ministry of Defense's real estate marked a significant step towards modernizing the administrative framework. This digital transformation aimed to streamline processes, reduce bureaucratic inefficiencies, and enhance transparency across the board. By digitizing the property management system, the ministry sought to create a more agile and responsive infrastructure, capable of adapting to the evolving needs of the defense sector. Amidst these developments, the narrative of Russia's military strategy was interwoven with broader questions about the future direction of international relations. How would the reshaping of military capabilities impact global perceptions of power and influence? Would these efforts to modernize and expand military reach lead to a recalibration of alliances and adversarial dynamics? These questions loomed large, inviting reflection on the potential outcomes of Russia's strategic initiatives. As we delve deeper into these themes, the conversation extends beyond the realm of military strategy, touching upon the socio-political and economic dimensions that underpin global security. The interplay between technological innovation, military readiness, and diplomatic engagement forms a complex tapestry that requires careful navigation. In this ever-changing landscape, the ability to anticipate and adapt to new challenges will be crucial in shaping the future of international relations. If these insights into the evolving dynamics of military strategy and geopolitical maneuvering have sparked your interest, we encourage you to join our community. By subscribing, you can stay informed and engaged with the latest developments in this field, contributing to a deeper understanding of the forces that shape our world. Together, we can explore the intricate connections between military and diplomatic strategies, uncovering the stories that lie at the heart of global affairs. As we reach the culmination of this investigation into Russia's military strategies and geopolitical maneuvers, the picture becomes both clearer and more complex. The strategic shifts and reforms within the Russian military underscore a multifaceted approach that intertwines military preparedness with domestic welfare and international diplomacy. These efforts reflect a nation poised at the crossroads of tradition and innovation, seeking to assert its influence amid a rapidly evolving global landscape. The focus on modernizing military capabilities, particularly through the integration of unmanned systems and advanced air defenses, signals a forward-thinking approach that recognizes the changing nature of warfare. This technological leap is not undertaken in isolation, but as part of a broader strategy to maintain a competitive edge on the world stage. The introduction of new military districts and the expansion of defense infrastructure are emblematic of a country reinforcing its geopolitical ambitions, ensuring that its strategic interests are safeguarded against potential adversaries. Yet the emphasis on technological advancement is balanced by a strong commitment to the human element within the military. The initiatives to improve housing, healthcare, and compensation for service members highlight an understanding that the strength of an army lies not only in its equipment, but in the well-being and morale of its personnel. This dual focus on technology and human welfare reflects a comprehensive vision of military reform that seeks to build a resilient and capable force ready to face both current and future challenges. In the realm of international relations, Russia's military strategies are intricately linked with its diplomatic engagements. The tensions with NATO and the broader West underscore a delicate balancing act, where military preparedness serves as both a deterrent and a bargaining chip in diplomatic negotiations. The discussions around missile deployments and defense expenditures reveal the high-stakes nature of these geopolitical interactions, where every move is calculated to maximize strategic advantage while minimizing the risk of direct conflict. As we consider the broader implications of these developments, we are confronted with a series of thought-provoking questions. How will Russia's military advancements influence its standing in the global arena? Can the pursuit of military might be reconciled with efforts to foster stability and cooperation on the international stage? These questions invite us to ponder the intricate dynamics that define the intersection of military power and global diplomacy. In conclusion, the narrative of Russia's military strategy is a compelling saga of ambition, adaptation, and anticipation. It is a story that resonates not only within the corridors of power, but across the world, as nations navigate the complexities of a new era in international relations. The insights gleaned from this exploration serve as a reminder of the ever-present interplay between military and diplomatic spheres, where each decision carries the weight of its potential impact on global peace and security. We invite you, our listeners, to reflect on these themes and consider their implications for the future of international relations. By engaging with this content, you become part of a broader conversation about the forces shaping our world. If you found this exploration insightful, we encourage you to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts with us. Together, we can continue to unravel the stories that define our collective journey, fostering a deeper understanding of the complexities that lie ahead.